All right, so I guess we're recording. This is simple stuff that we're doing in Arduino. Generally, what we do is we do the blinking of the 13th pin. Now, this is my personal channel. Before we begin, I just want to say that I'm going to bring more videos on Arduino programming, that is microcontroller programming, and also machine learning. Some videos would be on the software industry as such. If you want to subscribe, you can go ahead and subscribe. So let's begin. The circuit that or the final output that we're looking for that looks something like this. I hope it's visible. This is how it looks like. So we can see that the three lights are blinking at a particular rate, like blue, green, red, and then they're gonna stop one after the other, and the rate is pretty different. So it's a bit more involved. Pretty simple circuit, but it's a bit more involved than just blinking the 13 pin on the Arduino Mega. So to achieve that, you can see this code on the screen, but to achieve this, what you got to do is simple. I'm going to put a full description in the description section of this video, and my blog you can visit to check out the picture also. But the idea is that on pin 13, 12, and 11, you're going to insert three different LEDs, and you have to connect those parallelly on your breadboard. While you do that, you connect three 1K registers to those in serial connection. So each of those are going to be in serial connection with those LEDs. And then you add all three onto the single port of the breadboard so that they all connect similarly. If you see, this is what I mean. So all the three 1K registers are getting connected to the single port on the breadboard, and then from there get a connection and put it to the ground connection on the Mega board. I'm using Arduino Mega. You can use Arduino also Uno as well, or any compatible board in that case. It's a very simple circuit. Let's see how the code is. So if you look at the screen and see how the code is, so there's this setup block and loop block, pretty simple stuff. And although I just used built-in LED, I could use 13 as well in here. And then all these are set up for digital pins, are set up for output. And then in the loop section, this is where you can play around actually. I'm bringing the lights in at a reduced interval. So the first light comes up, 13 port, and then that is 13 digital pin comes up, and then it waits for 1 second. And the 12th pin comes up, and then it waits for half a second. Just like that it goes. So that's you see a varying rate actually, but none of these things actually go down before all three are lit. This is how this logic is written. Now, if we can simply change it a bit, and that's what we're going to try. We're going to change it a wee bit and see if we can get some sort of a better or different result actually. So that the moment you change things, the whole thing becomes better for you. So let's just change certain things in here. So how about we, rather than see now, if you look at the pattern, and of course the code goes with that, that they all three blink and stay lit up until all of them just go down one after the other very fast. So what you're going to change is we're going to change copy paste and move the code a bit around. So if you see, this is until which the code brings the ports or the outputs up, right? So what if we change that, and what we do is that we just after 1 second we bring the first one down, and after 500 milliseconds, of course, we bring the second one down, which means we're going to bring this one down. And after 250 seconds, we bring the third one down. So rather than all of them being up all the time, they're going to go down right after they're up, but the time is going to vary. So it's going to be blink off, blink off, blink off, blink off, blink off, blink off, like that. So that's how it's going to be. But if you see, there's no gap between these three. So we'll keep it that way and see what happens. Generally, there's not going to be any gap. And I'll keep it in focus. I'm going to improve on the video quality in here, how it can focus. But for now, just keep it this. So we're going to first compile this piece, see if things are in order. And then we're going to upload the code. Done compiling. Let's upload the code, and you can see the serial port should be blinking in that case. And yep, now we have a different pattern. Do you see the pattern now? See, now they're not all blinking at the same time, or they're not lit up, right? Just that's what the code is doing. They're going faster with time, but what they're doing is that they're just like they're not always up. They're blinking and going down. up and down, up and down. And what you can do is you can even further make it modifiable. I mean, you can change, make a loop, and then change this duration or so. So, for example, what I can do int I equal to, we can make it like 1, and then we can do for I is that's the way it's a redundant statement, but that's okay. Less than 5 I plus plus, we can do that. And then what we do, we bring this whole piece of code inside this, and then what we do, we just right, let's do something different. Let's do this. This line is not needed, and okay, we need a semicolon though, and it's greater than 0, and we do minus minus, so it'll come down. So what I'm talking about here is that let's change the time bit. I multiplied by let's say 250, and same thing here with I multiplied by, let's say, 150, and this one I multiplied by 100. So what you see is it's gonna not just blink, come down. This thing is gonna get really fast, because initially I is 5, so it's gonna wait longer before coming down, and it's gonna be 4, it's gonna wait lesser. So this circuit is gonna repeat a 5-step pattern every time. So let's see. First compile the code, and then the whole loop keeps on going, right? I mean, it'll go on. Let's upload and see how the pattern changes. And do we have an upload? Yeah, we uploaded that, and see what happens. Just watch for the increase in speed. Do you feel that? See, it increased, and then it's gonna stop, right? So initially it's very slow, and then it goes fast. And then if you want to make it more apparent, what you can do is that we can make it 10. So in that case, it's much more understandable, but it's going to be slow, okay? It's going to be really slow. Let's compile this code and upload it. Always keep, I mean, you're an Arduino user, you must be knowing that you can check the RxTX to see the transfer of the code when you upload it. So we're uploading it now. And yes, we uploaded. Let's see the difference. Hope you can see. I guess you can see. I'm not seeing myself. So now it's going really slow, like sometimes 2 seconds, 1 second, like that. It's going down, but it's gonna go down, and then it'll go really fast. Now it's already fast. You can see that. So a 10-step loop, and that's gonna keep on looping. So that's how it is. The circuits are pretty simple all the time. And you can play around with that. Now it's really fast, 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 and then again back to the actual thing. So that was it. I hope you liked it. We'll have more complex things and playing out around with sensors and stuff coming up, as and when I get some time from office. I'm gonna update this video. So I hope you like it. If you liked, do leave your thumbs up and share a comment if you want to know something, and subscribe to the channel. Have an awesome life, folks. Ciao.